Hello. Welcome to Ends in a Tie, presented by the Guild. So, welcome everyone to this episode of Ends in a Tie. So I figured rather than introductions, we would just jump into our very first game, which will offer us some sort of an introduction to each of you. This is Two Truths and a Lie. Before we met, I've asked you each to come up with two truths and one lie. One at a time, you're going to each recite your two truths and your one lie in whatever order you want. And then the other two kind of competitors will guess which of the three items is the lie. All right, so because he's wearing a tie, Steve, I think you get to go first because I think you're kind of like our dad.
Well, that's kind of odd.
Two truths and one lie. Fire away.
So I went with like experience I've had in my life, just events. So I toured Skydome, Rogers Center now, I guess, before it opened in June '89. I also attended WrestleMania 6 in the nosebleeds in April the following year at Skydome as well. And one of my first concerts was The Who on the Quadrophenia Tour in Buffalo, New York in '96.
Rod, do you have any questions? You have one question that you can ask to try to narrow this down. Before you ask your question, I'm just going to tell you about how the points will work for this. If you guess correctly, you get 2 points.
Okay.
If nobody guesses your lie, you get 5 points.
So I got one question.
Mm-hmm.
What year did you tour Skydome?
It would have been May of '89.
Okay.
Are you doing a Google search right now, Rod? When?
I may be.
Yeah,
I
that's
may
fine.
be.
That's fair. Those
Okay.
are what the parameters of the rules.
Okay.
Michelle, do you have a question?
Where did you see The Who?
Buffalo, New York.
Rod, I guess you can guess first.
I don't think you saw the Who Quadrophenia tour in Buffalo, New York. I think that's a lie.
All right, and Michelle, your guess.
I think WrestleMania is a lie.
So, Steve?
Michelle is correct. Yes.
You didn't see WrestleMania.
I did not see WrestleMania. I did see The Who. And I did tour Skydome before it opened. I was 13 years old, so I don't remember a whole lot. I didn't appreciate The Who the way I do now when I was 13.
It's wasted on the young, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I feel like I would appreciate it a lot more now than I did in '96.
Right.
All right, so that's 2 points to Michelle. Michelle, you're currently in the lead.
Hooray!
And since you were in the lead, we'll go with you next.
I also did mine based on life experience, not just general Googleable facts. So my first one was when I was 1 year old. I had my very first Sears portrait studio. And unfortunately, I had it with an allergic reaction and a black eye and a cut on my face. My second one is that I played ping pong at the bottom of a salt mine. My third one is that I fed an apple to an elephant.
Steve, you get to ask the first question if you so desire.
Where was the salt mine?
Where all the salt mines are in Europe.
Just Europe.
All
You could have said-
over Europe.
So somewhere in Europe, you...
Should I be more specific, or is that
Well,
fine?
I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. You want... It's how you play the game. And that's the salt mine is the ping pong. Is that correct?
There was a ping pong at the bottom of the salt
Yes. Okay. Rod, do you have a question?
Well, Steve actually asked my question. So I guess my follow-up would be, was this an open pit mine or like a tunnel?
It was like a shaft mine. So you like went down in a giant elevator thing.
I'm going to ask a question, and it's about the ping pong, table tennis in the salt mine. Who were you playing against?
My cousin.
Okay. So do you fellows think you're ready to make a guess? Yeah.
I'm going to say the ping pong and a salt mine was is a lie.
I'm thinking the ping pong and the salt mine as well.
I think you guys might be right. I think it might be the salt mine is a lie. Michelle.
The allergic reaction, black eye, sliced face is a lie.
Oh.
That's a good lie.
Why did the salt mine seem so not true?
Because it's ridiculous. There was also a
It really
basketball
is.
court, and they rented it out to parties. This was in Poland. I was there for my cousin's wedding, and it was like 2 hours outside of Krakow, which is where his wife grew up. My whole family went down. It was like the only tourist attraction in the town was the salt mine.
That sounds
And then
like
once you
Poland.
get to the bottom, there was a church, there was a ping pong table, and there was a basketball court.
Did they get married in the salt mine?
No.
That would have been great.
That would have been a story.
So if I'm correct, then that means Michelle gets 5 points. All right, so we move on to Rod, your 2 truths and 1 lie.
Okay, so you don't want any background on these, right?
Whatever you need to tell.
Do you remember Law and Order from like years ago when it started and Benjamin Stone was the district attorney?
Yes.
Yeah. Michael Moriarty was the actor. So
Yes.
I got drunk with Michael Moriarty in Toronto. I broke into the Harvard Observatory with a friend and a dog, and I saw Maya Angelou eating a cow's ice cream in the late 80s.
Wow. 3 interesting statements from Rod Weatherbie. All right. Michelle, do you have a question to try to decipher the lie from the truths?
Yeah, what kind of dog was it?
It was a German Shepherd,
Hmm.
and he wore a bandana.
Steve?
What event were you drinking with Moriarty at?
I worked at a bar in Toronto, and I was kicking everybody out for the end of the night, and he was my last customer. So I sat down and got drunk with him.
Are you two ready to make your decisions? Michelle?
I'm going to go with Maya Angelou.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Well, let's hear it from the horse's mouth. What is your lie?
The Maya Angelou story.
Oh.
That is the lie. Yeah.
So congratulations, Steve and Michelle. You both get 2 points. Rod gets 0.
I get nothing. All right.
So that's it for 2 truths and 1 lie. I think we know who is the better liar of the 3 of you and who is the better guesser. So after 1 round, scores are as follows. Michelle at 9 points, Steve at 2 points, Rod trailing with 0 points. So that's how we did that's how I did the introductions this time around.
Okay.
Is there anything about yourselves that you would like to relay to us?
This would be the perfect time for one of us to, propose to one of the others, but
So soon into the game?
I don't.
I mean, what if they say no? I mean, you have 3 more segments where you're...
Yeah.
I don't think the points are like a joint bank account. You could just to get half of my points.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, though. Because of that, Rod, I think it's time for a point swap. The way the point swap works after round 1 is person in last place, Rod Weatherbie. And I'm doing this only because you had that crazy marriage proposal idea. You get to swap points with either Steve, who has 2, or Michelle, who has 9, or you can stay where you are. It's up to
Okay,
you.
so because we don't know how this game works, I don't know what's safe. So it could be Steve, because that doesn't seem, because he's like a little behind.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to play it like regular, and I'm going to take Michelle's points.
So you're taking Michelle's points.
Yeah, I'm going to take Michelle's points.
Are you okay with that, Michelle?
I know I won the game, so.
I mean, the video doesn't lie, right? Segment 2, it's a game we're all familiar with. It's 20 questions. Here's how the points work. So let's say you're the 8th question of the 20, and you guess correctly. You get the rest of the 20 points. So you get 12 points. So I have something in my head, and because, Michelle, you're in last place with 0 points,
Mhm.
you get to go first. So question number 1 goes to Michelle.
Are you fictional?
No. Steve.
Are you a person?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Michelle, you get to guess, even with the foreknowledge of Steve's answer.
Are you Donald Trump?
No. All right, Steve, you get to guess.
No, I'm not going to guess yet.
You're not going to guess.
No.
Like, it doesn't hurt to guess, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You just burned a guess. Rod, question number 3.
And it has to be a yes or no.
Is that your question?
No. Are you male or female?
Do you want me to answer yes or no to that?
Oh, geez whiz. Okay. Are you male?
Yes.
Are you Dennis King?
No.
Okay.
Michelle, question number 4.
Are you a musician?
No.
Are you Will Smith?
Is that a slight against Will Smith?
Yeah. Did you just make a major diss to Will Smith? No, I'm not Will Smith. Steve, question 5.
Are you famous?
I would have to say yes. I'll even say quite yes.
Are you Leonardo DiCaprio?
No. Rod, question 6.
Are you alive?
Last I checked, yes.
Yeah. Nope. I don't have a guess.
No guess? Okay.
No guess. No guess.
Michelle,
Are you over 40?
yes.
I don't have a guess right now.
Wow, okay. Steve, question 8.
Are you an actor?
No.
Are you Joe Biden?
Oh, Steve, no. Rod, question
Are you a
9.
politician?
I'm going to definitely say no, but that doesn't mean politics are involved. Because we're now halfway through the game, I might start throwing out a little bit more of some clues. So not a politician, but politics might be involved in my life.
Okay. My guess is, are you Julie Payette? No, because she's a woman. I don't have a question.
Michelle, halfway through, question 10.
Are you Canadian?
No.
I don't know who you are.
Now that you've guessed, I will add I've visited Canada.
Can I still guess?
No.
Okay.
No. Steve, question 11.
Are you a senior citizen?
Yes.
I honestly have no idea.
Okay.
Are you involved in information technology?
No.
Are you Jeff Bezos?
No. I wish I wasn't. I was going to say I wish I was, but halfway through the was, I realized I don't want to be Jeff Bezos.
No.
If I was Jeff Bezos, I'd give away all of my money, except for $8 million, let's say.
Yeah. 8 million? Yeah, that'd be okay.
Michelle, question 13.
Have you ever been to Jeffrey Epstein's pedophile island?
I haven't.
Are you Prince Philip?
I think we lost him.
Rob,
Everybody
are you
frozen?
there? Oh, there he is.
There you go.
Oh,
Get my answer. Where did I lose everybody?
Michelle had said who
Yes, but I
she
didn't
thought
hear
it
Grant.
was.
Who's your guess?
Prince Philip.
Prince Philip. That's your guess?
Yeah.
No, it's not Prince Philip. I will say this. Good guess. Steve, question 14.
Are you a royal?
Yes. Your guess?
Are you Prince Charles?
I am. I'm Prince Charles. Congratulations, Steve. On question 14, You guessed correctly that I am Prince Charles. Therefore, you get 6 points. Rod, were you close? Were you going in that direction?
Yeah, well, after when you said I haven't been, I was going to ask if you had visited Prince Edward Island, which I think most of the royals have, but yeah, I don't think I would have gotten there. I would have suggested another royal.
Well, congratulations, Steve. You were riding so high for a while there, Michelle.
Yeah. I feel like I was close with the last round too, but I didn't get it.
You were pretty close with the Prince Philip, but not close enough.
No.
So the official points tally after 2 rounds is Rod is leading with 9 points. Steve is in second place with 8 points, and Michelle trailing well behind with 0 points. Time to move on to round 3. Now, I don't know if the freeze that happened was sort of a sign of what's to come. It couldn't be a more perfect and apt segue into this game, and it's a game I have no idea how it's going to work, but this is a game called Screen Freeze. And the way it works is each of you will have your opportunity to have a screen freeze. It will be manually made by yourself. I'm going to ask you a question, and in your response to the question, you're going to freeze your face or your body or whatever. Now, it's going to be a timed event. The longer you can maintain your freeze, the more points you get. The thing is, and I don't know how this is going to work, but in turn, the 2 other competitors are going to take turns saying something to try to get you to break out of your freeze.
Okay.
And the first person, because Rod, you're in first place, so your screen freeze will happen first.
Okay. And will you tell us when to freeze, or is that up to us?
I will ask you a question, and it's up to you within your answer to freeze.
Okay.
Rod, what did you do today?
I went to work, which involved me driving out to Cape Bear to deliver alcohol. And then I
All right, Michelle, you have the first statement or whatever it is to try to get Rod to break. Oh no, Rod's frozen. Rod's screen is frozen.
Oh. Hey!
All right, so that was Michelle's attempt. Steve.
Look at the cat. Look at the cat.
All right. Good
that
work.
was the eye broke. Okay.
It lasted 24 seconds though, Rod.
Okay. That seems good. That seems like something I could be proud of.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide your total by 4.
Okay.
So 24 points, 24 seconds by 4 equals 6.
Okay.
So I'm giving you 6 points. That's a huge, that seems
good.
like a huge number.
I like it. Yeah.
And I think I might have, I'm wishing now that I didn't say divided by 4, because 6 is a big number. So now you're at 15 points.
Yeah, excellent.
Steve, because you managed to break Rod, I think you need to be rewarded aptly. Do you have any idea, or maybe Michelle, you can help. How many points do you think a person deserves for breaking somebody?
Maybe 4, since you're dividing by 4. Let's just
4?
go on a trend of 4s.
4 points. So you think Rod gets 6 points for lasting 24 seconds, and Steve only gets 4 points according to you for breaking him?
Well, how many did you want to give him? 40 points? I'm just going on.
Well, I'm going to say 8 points. I think you should get more.
Yeah, okay. So no matter what, if you break somebody, you get more points than they get for freezing.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But I am saying that you get more than the 4 measly points that Michelle suggested.
Can I just say that, Michelle, you almost had me, by the way, just so you don't feel bad about it. Did you really freeze, Rob? Did he really freeze again?
Put your cat back up, Steve.
Here, Freddie.
I can't wait to see how this looks when he looks at the recording. Oh, there he is. Did you freeze, Robert?
Everybody froze.
I hope it records what we were all saying.
Yeah. Steve gets 8 points for that particular screen freeze breaking that you did. Steve, you're next with your screen freeze. Are you all set? Steve, what is it that you do for a living?
I sell video games at Canada's largest.
All right. Oh no, his screen is frozen. Rod, you get to go first.
Okay. What do you call the wife of a hippie?
I don't know.
Mrs. Hippie.
Oh dear. Yeah, I wouldn't unfreeze for that either. Michelle.
I just went with just some really simple base humor here. Giant.
Oh, we're going there now.
Yeah. Nope, didn't work.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Rod, you get another chance.
I get another try. I feel like it's going to be hard to follow up what Michelle just did.
I mean, I can think of a way.
Yeah, no, I think maybe I won't. Oh God, I don't have any other jokes, and I don't have a cat.
Oh no. All right, so nothing from Rod then.
What do? I don't know.
Oh, that's it. Nothing happened. Michelle.
Steve, I'm really worried about you. Like, are you okay? Because I know you're supposed to be pretending to be frozen, but I'm worried you might be having a stroke, or I'm not sure what's happening.
I think he might be getting an erection. I think I just figured where we all need to go in order to get people. Well done, Steve. That was 1 minute and 23 seconds.
Holy moly.
That's 83 seconds. I'll say 84 seconds by 4. What was that, 21 points?
21, yeah.
That's insane. 21 points to Steve for not breaking. And the other two, you guys don't get anything.
Do you get points for breaking him?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Our final attempt here for screen freeze comes down to Michelle. Michelle, what's your favorite kind of coffee order?
I've actually stopped drinking coffee. I've started just drinking tea, mostly Earl Grey.
I'm just going to say that was a wonderful freeze. Steve, you're up.
What's Graham doing behind you, and why isn't he wearing pants?
Oh, good. Good statement. Good non-reaction from Michelle. Rod.
Okay, I have a feeling that maybe that happens a lot, so maybe that's why she didn't react.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Oh, shoot, that didn't work.
That was your attempt?
Well, that's all I had.
All right. Steve, another attempt.
I don't have a cat to throw at the screen again anymore.
Michelle really needs these points.
Yeah, she really does. She's just sucking up a storm.
What we could do is the three of us could just decide not to play and just watch.
We could all freeze.
Yeah.
There we go. Well done, Michelle. That was really good. Is Graham showing up behind you, not wearing pants, a common thing?
Not behind me specifically.
No, in front of you, yes, but yeah, not behind you. So again, the unbreakable Michelle Hooper. That was 1 minute and 3 seconds. I'm going to up it up to 1 minute and 4 seconds. That's 64 seconds divided by 4. Anybody? 20. No, that's, what is that? 64 divided. Oh my God.
16.
Is it 16?
I hope.
Is everybody happy with that math?
16.
Yeah, that's right.
So 16 points, Michelle. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Not only are you on the board, you've zoomed into second place.
Oh, God.
So that's round 3 already, ladies and gentlemen and folks. The points total now, after a crazy screen freeze round, Steve has zoomed in the lead with, get this, 37 points.
Wow.
That's unheard of in Ends in a Tie. In second place is Michelle with 16 points. In third place is Rod with 15 points.
Oh, that's
so
close. That's good.
you're
Okay.
right behind there. Now, I've been looking forward to this final round ever since I came up with it. And, oh, wait a second. What's that noise? What's that sound? Time for another point swap. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Point swap.
Woo.
Now, with this point swap, the way it works is the person in second place, that is Michelle, you can either choose take points, swap points with Rod, who has 15, or swap points with Steve, who's in the lead with 37 points, or you can stay where you are. And I'm going to say this, and it might not be true. Your decision might have a bearing on how the points fall in the next round.
Well, it is very tempting to take Steve's points. However, he did earn all of his points. And I understand what it feels like to have your points taken away.
You
Right.
can have the points back from me if you wanted.
I think I'm just going to stick.
I think we lost him again.
Rob is sticking now.
Yeah. He's,
Oh, there we are.
Oh, we're back.
Yay.
All right. So, Michelle, what is your decision?
My decision is to not point swap. I'm going to stick.
You're going to stay where you are.
Yeah.
That's a noble thing that you've just done, I think. Might not win you the game, but it's a noble thing. I just want to point that out for the record. Time to move on to the final round. And this is called the perfect sentence. What's going to happen is one at a time, the three of you are going to add another word to a sentence, and the three of you are going to try to construct the perfect sentence, whatever that is. Now, it's sort of a collaborative game and effort here. Ultimately, I will award points after the sentence is constructed. Is everybody ready to try to construct the perfect sentence?
Yes.
yes.
Rod, you're in last place, so you get to choose the very first word of this sentence.
Okay.
This isn't your official choice, but do you have any words that are popping into your brain?
Well, there's words that I'm going to try to avoid.
Okay. What would be a word that you would avoid?
I would avoid pulchritudinous,
Okay.
which is one of my favorite words.
It's a good word. It's a tough word to start a sentence with.
It is, actually.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going to avoid it, for sure.
Michelle, is any word that you're hoping comes up as the first word of this sentence? Same with you, Steve?
I'm just going to go with the flow, I think. I
Yeah.
think if you try to plan it, you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. So.
Yeah, true. Steve?
Yeah, exactly. I think if you think too much into it, you're going to get stuck in a way to do it, and it's going to hinder the rest of it.
Especially this early on, I think. Like if you throw out words that you wish the sentence started with, and then it doesn't start with that word, I mean, you're fomenting animosity in the group, right? So I think that's a good choice not to throw any words out there. Rod,
Okay.
giving you some time now. Have you come up with a word?
I have a word. I do.
What is your word that is going to start this perfect sentence?
When. I was going to go with the, but that seemed obvious.
I find the doesn't really do it. It's an empty word.
It is.
When I think it sets a time and
It
a
does.
place.
Yeah.
I think. Michelle, you're up next.
People.
So you just jumped right into it there. When people. Rod, do you think she's going a little too quick?
Maybe because even though I didn't pick the as the first word, I thought the could be the second word.
You were kind of hoping for a when the type situation.
I was. And then maybe Steve could have dropped in people. Sorry, Michelle.
I was trying to go with something a little bit more interesting than when the, when my, when I, when if, you know.
I know, you know what, you're right. Those sentences are very dull.
Rod really seems to be fixated on this the word, doesn't he?
He should have started it with the if he loves it.
Yeah.
I only love it in second place, though. I don't like it in the first place. If I was in Michelle's shoes, then I would have used the, but I wasn't. I was in my shoes.
You saying that because I'm in second place?
Steve, were you ready for Michelle's people to come so quick?
No, I don't. I can't say that I was.
Yeah.
But we'll roll with it. We'll see where it goes, where it takes us.
As far as I'm concerned right now, this sentence is an open book. You, Steve, you have the power to take it anywhere pretty much you want it to go. Do you have a specific word in mind, or are you debating between a couple?
Debating. I think I know what I'm going to pick, but I weighed some options.
So the sentence so far is when people, Steve?
Live.
I think that's a great word, and I think it comes at a perfect time in this sentence. I think you've turned what could be just an everyday sentence, Steve. I think you've turned it into something philosophical now. Rod, you're up next. When people live
Beyond.
Maybe we're getting to sort of the philosophy of economics. I don't know. I don't want to throw my thoughts into this sentence. I want it to be your sentence, you guys. Michelle.
I'm going to go with today.
When people live beyond today, I don't know what to make of that. You've really narrowed it down time-wise.
I feel like it has potential to be somewhat philosophical, but it also has potential to not.
I think what you've done is you've made this potentially perfect sentence about the here and now, and I think that's fantastic. Steve?
Yeah, I can work with that.
So we have when people live beyond today. Where are you taking this sentence, Steve?
People live beyond today, anything.
Oh my goodness. Anything. I mean, the very word itself could mean anything. I mean, it literally means anything. It's a great word. Rod, where do you feel this sentence is in terms of its length? Are we?
Well, I feel like we're narrowing it down. We're down to the last few words.
That's my sense as well. I mean, who knows? Personally, I think Michelle is a wild card. I mean, the potentially perfect sentence we have so far, Rod, is when people live beyond today, anything. Do you have a word that you're ready to throw out?
I do. Well, I feel like there's only a limited number of words. It's one of the, it's like this. It's an inverted pyramid.
It is.
Right? Yeah. Just in case you don't know what a pyramid is, upside down.
Yeah. No, you've illustrated it perfectly.
There's another angle here and here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go. I have to go mundane.
That's your word?
No. I'm going with a mundane word.
I am so relieved.
Okay.
I'm so relieved, Rod.
No, because anything mundane. No.
Did you, Steve, Michelle? Did you think that was his word? Did you panic?
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
I panicked. I totally panicked. I don't even know if it could make sense.
No.
When people live beyond anything mundane, it doesn't work.
Live beyond today. No, it doesn't. So I want to go with when people live beyond today, anything is.
Yes. I think that's the natural progression there. I
have to go with is.
I think adding anything other than is, you're just showing off.
Well, yeah.
It would have been selfish of you to choose any other word.
Yeah. Even a 3-letter word.
Yeah.
Would be too much.
Michelle, Steve, do you agree with that? I mean, were you hoping for something other than is?
I'm just trying to decide if I feel like Steve might have something good. So I sort of want to.
Are you saying that you're thinking of maybe ending the sentence?
I'm thinking about not ending the sentence.
Oh.
Or ending the sentence, but probably not. Hopefully not.
So in your mind, you can see a route to where the sentence ends,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know if your word is strong enough to end it, or you feel it might be too selfish to end the word and not give Steve a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's again noble. Do you have a word?
I was thinking, like potentially.
When people live beyond today, anything is potentially. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
My God, this sentence.
That's good.
Steve, where are we in this sentence? Are you strong enough individual to wrap this sentence up?
I don't know, Rob, but we're going to find out. I'm thinking imaginable.
When people live beyond today, anything is potentially imaginable.
And it is a sentence.
It now is a sentence.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
And I think that's a terrific word, Steve. I'm very happy with it. I don't know about Rod and Michelle, but I'm happy with it.
Thank you.
Rod, I think it's up to you now. Is this sentence continuing? Or is this the sentence?
So when people live beyond today, anything is
Potentially imaginable.
I think I want to stick a period at the end of it.
Michelle, Steve, are you happy with the period there?
Yeah.
I think I am as well. I mean, anything else, I think you're going to add, I'd say, at least 6 more words.
Yeah.
And
then it won't be grammatically correct.
No, and it just gets way unruly, I think.
Yeah.
It will just be more of the same too.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
there'll be a semicolon, you know.
I mean, I love a semicolon, but not in this instance.
Yeah.
I finally got my cat.
Oh.
I think that's the sentence. Now,
Yeah.
here's the sentence. When people live beyond today, anything is potentially imaginable. So I guess the question I have to ask the 3 of you now before we wrap up is that a perfect sentence?
The perfect sentence for a T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Or a poster
Yeah.
with like
A
a
poster.
sunset
Yeah.
or some clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does that make it a perfect sentence?
Really, what defines a perfect sentence?
Yeah. It's got all the parts of a sentence.
In that sense, it is a perfect sentence.
It is.
All right, so quickly, I need your definitive answer, yes or no, as to whether this is a perfect sentence. Rod, yes or no, is this a perfect sentence?
Yes.
Michelle, is this a perfect sentence?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Steve, is this a perfect sentence?
Yeah, I'll say it is.
Wow, so we have, of the competitors, we have unanimous consent as to this being a perfect sentence.
I mean, we wrote it, so why wouldn't we say it's a perfect sentence?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. All right, so it's time to award some points now. So, Steve, you're in first place with 37 points. To be honest, I wasn't really thrilled with how you were kind of wishy-washy in your when I asked for a definitive yes or no. And you were kind of, I guess I can say yes, it was. So I'm deducting points from you, Steve, just for that wishy-washiness.
Oh, no.
I'm deducting 12 points from your score. Maybe you'll have learned a lesson here. If someone asks you whether a sentence is perfect or not, make a fucking statement. But
Be confident, yes.
Yeah. Own it.
Yes.
Own it.
Michelle, I got to say, and I'm just totally being honest here, I think you're potentially ruined this sentence. I did not like the potentially in this sentence. It just muddied the whole sentence, made it wishy-washy. I wanted a declarative point of view there, and you're potentially, it broke my heart. Still, at least twice you've shown, twice in this game, you've shown that you have a noble spirit. So I'm giving you 9 points.
Only I hadn't disappointed you so much.
I know. Think of how many points you would have scored potentially had you not.
I'll dream about it.
Rod. Again, it's all about declarations, I'm finding. This whole episode has been about declarations. You started this sentence excellently, and you declaratively decided it was over with the period.
Thank you.
That deserves, to me, 10 points.
That's unbelievable.
Are you okay with that?
I'm very happy with that. Where does that put us, Rob?
I'm just doing a final check of the scores right now. And oh my goodness, here are the final points tallies. Steve is at 25 points. Michelle is at 25 points. Rod is at 25 points. Can you believe it? This episode ends in a tie.
I wish I could have had one more point, though.
I wish I had 9 more points.
Yeah, why settle for 1 more point when you could wish for 9 more points?
Well, because I don't want to, win in such a way as to destroy people.
There was no worry about that.
Okay.